Hey guys, Nikki here. So I'm driving home from work and I just kind of wanted to come on here and talk. I haven't made a video in a while. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say hey. Today was a pretty good day. It's beautiful outside. It is gorgeous. Yeah. I kind of want to talk about something. I want to talk about imperfections. And back when MySpace was around, if y'all are old enough to remember MySpace, my MySpace name was Beautifully Imperfect or Beautiful Imperfection, because I find flaws to be a very attractive thing if they are positive. Now you're like, what? Flaws being positive? What does that even mean? There's a difference between treating someone very crappily and having flaws. When you are treating someone as though they're less than you, or they, don't mean anything to you, that's different than being imperfect. Say you have an issue with cursing, that's an imperfection. Say you have an issue with being controlling, that's an imperfection. You say you have an issue with, something like that. Those are imperfections. All of those are imperfections. But when it comes down to it and you're treating someone like crap, that's when there's an issue. Sorry, cop just pulled someone over and now another cop's coming. But, that's when there's an issue, is when the person that you were with or in a relationship with or in a friendship with or whatever you guys are, when that person feels as though they are inferior to you, or they are not necessarily inferior because they're dominant and submissive relationships, but you still shouldn't feel inferior. That's a whole nother topic. But basically, when you're making someone feel like crap about themselves or about, or you're making them feel as though you don't care about them, or you don't. I understand the sun's in a bad spot right now, guys. I'm sorry. Making them feel like you don't care about them or something like that. That's when it becomes an issue. And the fact that you don't know you're doing it makes it even worse. That's when it becomes the worst kind of imperfection. Because that's not something that you know how to fix, but it needs to be fixed. You know what I mean? You just, instead of like, say you have an issue with trusting someone, like I do, and many of us, I'm sure, do. You have an issue with trusting someone. Well, try it. Instead of, maybe ask one or two less questions during the day. Maybe don't say, it's like, if usually you're like, hey, what are you doing? Where are you going? Who are you going with? What's happening? Where are you? I don't see you, blah, blah, blah. Instead of not trusting the person, trust them. Just once. Just one time. And I promise you, each and every time will get easier. Back on the subject of trust issues. Trust issues aren't an easy thing to fix. And when you feel like the person that you're supposed to be in love with, or you're supposed to be in a relationship with, doesn't care about you, it's easier to not trust them, because you're like, well, sorry, there was almost a wreck because this guy is like swerving into the other lane. Well, that's, Oklahoma drivers for you. Nice signal there to get in the other lane. Wow. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted. When there's trust issues there, yes, it is said that the relationship isn't what it could be if there weren't any trust issues. But I feel like you're lying to yourself if you want to sit there and say, no, there was never any trust issues in my relationship. Because if you were a human being, you are going to eventually have that question in the back of your mind. Can I trust this person? Can I really trust this person? Even if it's like the first 2 days of your relationship, you're still going to have that question. It's still going to happen. Whoopsie, sorry, at some point in your relationship, whether you want to admit it or not. That's your business, not mine. But you just have to understand that for some, it takes a lot longer to, it takes a lot longer to trust someone. A lot longer. And when you're also not being able to trust a person that doesn't trust you, the relationship's never going to work out, because you're going to constantly ask questions, therefore resulting in the making somebody feel inferior or less than you, or like they or everything they do is wrong. Don't make someone feel like that. It's not a good feeling. Trust me, it's not. And when it's somebody you're supposed to care about, you kind of lose all respect for that person. And then at that point, you have to start completely over in your relationship. If you decide to stay with them or get back together with them, you have to start completely over. Because once, at least for me anyway, I would have to start completely over. Because once that is broken and once you lose all respect for them or lose a lot of respect for them because of the way they make you feel, whether they do it intentionally or not, it's a big thing. It's a big deal. And they could be doing it completely unintentionally and not know that it's happening or whatever. But once you have said something to them about it, and once you've said, hey, like you're making me feel like this, and they don't try to work on it, that's an issue. That is a big issue. And it's just something that you have to either leave or deal with. And most of the time people leave because that's the easiest way out, but sometimes people want to work on things, which is so difficult. I left my relationship for other reasons other than the ones that I'm explaining right now. So yeah. So it's there's a lot that's make or break in a relationship, and when it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Sometimes you can try again later once you've worked on yourself, and once the other person has worked on themselves, you can try again later, and you can try to make sure that things are different this time. But yeah, I'm home now, so I'm gonna go inside and hang out, pet my dog, things of that nature. So I will talk to you guys. Sorry, I got distracted. I will talk to you guys later. Bye!